Hi, it's Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm, and today I have two new articles in Backwoods Survival Guide that I wanted to briefly recap with you so you could possibly check out the magazine and read more about what I wrote about. If you're unfamiliar with the magazine, it's a very, I think, high-end, full-color, really nice magazine that deals with the homestead lifestyle and self-reliance, off-grid, all that kind of stuff. It really encompasses a wide range of everything from survival in the wild, like foraging and stuff like that, to just homestead practices such as canning food. I have two articles in this issue, and this issue is supposed to be displayed until August 23rd. I have one, if you saw my brief video that I did during the Texas winter storm. So I have an article called Grid Down on the 2021 power outage in Texas. And I sort of do a day-by-day, starting February 5th, a day-by-day sort of diary entry type method of writing to tell what was developing and then what happened and then our personal experience. Then I have a sidebar on know what kind of wood you're burning. With the increase of population in Texas, our power grid is not really able to keep up with the increased demand for electricity is what it's coming down to, and there are going to have to be changes made. We just weren't counting on anything major. We thought if it gets, cold for an hour or so, we'll just, bundle up under some blankets and start a fire. So our biggest mistake was trusting in our government officials, and that is so. When I say those words, I'm just so shocked that I did such a thing because I just don't trust anybody in charge, really. Anyway, so I have a chart on know what you're burning, and it lists the different kinds of wood that you may have access to and what those risks are, and it even talks about like paper and cardboard and all that kind of stuff. So that one was a personal experience mixed in with the actual stuff that was happening and unfolding in the new article. It's on dandelions, and such a different, springy, bright, vibrant difference from the winter Grid Down article. It talks about the wonder plant that dandelions are. Every part of the dandelion is edible. You can eat it as food. You can make tea out of it. It's medicinal. I use the roots. I use the flower. I use the leaves. I use all of that in medicinal teas. I use it in salves. So there's just so much that the dandelion offers, and I just hate seeing how people treat it like a weed, and that didn't happen. The dandelions were even entered into flower shows. It wasn't until about the Victorian period where people really started down in the dandelion and treating it like a weed because of one of those perfectly manicured lawns that were a status symbol. So that's my two new articles in Backwoods Survival Guide, and I hope you would check out the magazine. I'll leave the subscription information in the box below, and hopefully you'll check it out. You can find it at Walmart, Bass Pro Shop, I'm trying to think, Tractor Supply. I've seen it in various like 7-Eleven, so it's just in a wide variety of places that you probably, a lot of like gun stores and that kind of thing, anywhere where you're going to probably get farming and agricultural based sort of supplies, you're probably going to find the magazine. And there is the sister magazine that I also write for, which is Prepper Survival Guide. But anyway, check it out, and thanks for joining us today. Talk to you later. Bye.